guys, Cheap here with the deed. I've actually already recorded framing the dad for things, but I just really didn't like the recording, mostly because I messed it up the first time and then I rushed through it the second time because I thought I'd messed it up again, and then I accidentally got it right. So this time, unfortunately, I know what I'm doing, but I know it's such a travesty that I know what I'm doing for once. But with that said, I can make the right choices and not accidentally mess up in a few places, which is what caused me to panic. So we're going to keep our coat. And our excuse for that is that we want to keep our belongings. I'm busy. Thank you. Let's go throw down with Dad. Boy, you. Happy birthday. Never mention the inheritance is my feeling. Move back to Dunchill so you can insult and torment at your whim, as you always have done. That is such a strange sentence. Last recording, I messed it up like... There's about 2 minutes of me messing up that sentence. Not likely, father, not in 100 years. Still haven't learned to watch your mouth, have you? You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline as a child. Oh, you beat me plenty, I remember. Gave me dozens of beatings, father. I remember every single one of them. Did you ever consider trying another method, perhaps? Not for a moment. You were always a snide little weasel. The best I could do was beat some of it out of you. You should be thanking me for it, not trying to condemn me. I think have heard enough from you. Get out of here. Also, yet again, I am so sorry for being sick. It will be better next time I record. Your father isn't looking. We quietly go through his stuff. And we take the toss. Yes. Grab the toss, the texture of which brings back unpleasant memories. Quickly hide it on your person and close the drawer. Now that is not why we need our coat. The reason why we need our coat, which, like, I had it... Actually, let's talk to Mom first. Hi, Mom. So, Aaron, you finally managed to make it here for a visit. Please tell me you weren't here to cause trouble. What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean, Mother. I'm here to celebrate Father's birthday is all. Certainly hopes that's the case. This family's been through enough. Been to see your sisters yet? She's been going through an unusually difficult time recently. Let's not talk about her. Jennifer and I still have nothing to say about one another. Really, do you need to grow out of these silly feuds, both of you? They've been going on since you were children. You'd be at each other's throats all the time back then, as I recall. She killed my rat. By now, you should have realized that she is your only sibling, and that there are few things more important than family. Anyway, you should go talk with your father if you haven't already. Wish him happy birthday. I'll at least try to sound like you mean it. Okay, we are going to pop down here. Going to grab the billiards cue, which is not a pill cue, even though I keep calling it that. And when we take it, we hide it under our coat. So I don't think you can take it without the coat. Take the cue and tuck it inside your coat, or it will be ready for action soon enough. I mean, I guess you could stuff it in your pants, like, but then you never said. I don't know how we're hiding this thing, by the way. Again, a bell invites me. This time to dinner, it seems. Dinner is served. ... Apparently there's another game in this series, which I might give a look at if you guys are interested in. I have to look at the price of it, though. Sophia, could you come here a moment? Yes, ma'am. Pour me some more wine. Yes, ma'am. But, madam... Oh, what is it, George? I must protest. It has always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner. And now he's whining about it. Oh... Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic. Are you going to let George get away with his disobedience, Mother? Of course not. You and I will have words after dinner, George. Yes, madam. Let your mother deal with it, would you? We don't need your interference. An interfering little rat, isn't he, Daddy? Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy? Let's talk about his temper. Careful, Father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner. Show you a scene? Get over here. Malcolm, please, let's not permit his behavior to ruin dinner. Yes, I suppose you're right. You can count your lucky stars, boy. I saw a shooting star last night. It was awesome. Sophia, could you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer? Just want to say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie. You're too kind, miss. Of course, I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room, as usual, after dinner. So good to me, you sweet thing. So very, very good to me. None for me, I'm full. Well, you weren't offered any, so there. Jeez, she's 5. Anyway, let's not forget why we are here today. Celebrate Dad's birthday! Happy birthday, Dad! I'm going to give you the gift of murder. Okay. Now, we are not going to have much time after the murder. But I think we'll have an... I tried to get upstairs before, but it didn't work for me. I don't think I could make it to Mom's room, because we only have a few seconds. So, I'm going to hang with George. Okay, we are going to put the toss in here. Your father used to beat you. He never even repeated the old cliche, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Because he's a jerk waffle. Do you want to plan this item of evidence in this room? Jerk waffle, not related to the Belgian waffle, which is delicious. Sorry that your sister's wardrobe was the ideal location to place some evidence. The police will definitely search this room thoroughly. They have weird doors in this house. Can you see through them? Sorry, I had a yawn there. Finally take my medicine for the day and now I'm all sleepy and stuff. And then after this recording, I'm going to take cold medicine and I'm going to be a blob mentally. Let's do this. It's time for the deed. She looks like she's wearing a tutu, doesn't she? Let's use the cue. First time you bring the heavier end of the pool cue down upon the back of her skull, she stumbles forward, a bit dazed. You bring it down again, and she drops to her knees. Take several more whacks before she is finally lying motionless in a pool of her own blood, and you've made plenty of noise in the process. You drop the pool cue on the ground and curse yourself for choosing such a clumsy weapon. You need to get out of this room fast. See, we only have 5 seconds, and I don't think we can make it to Mom. I tried to make it upstairs, and it didn't work for me. So we're going in here. No, I didn't. What? Did you hear something? I didn't hear something. Oh my, I heard that screaming. Did you hear that screaming, George? That was certainly some screaming that we heard together. We've been here the whole time. You're my alibi. Hey everyone, I am Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. Lewis Winston doesn't work quite as well. I don't know if I made that joke in the bad recording or the one before this. Oh well. If you heard the joke twice, just pick the version of it that I said that was funnier. It totally makes sense. Sorry, throat's getting to me. I understand this is a difficult time for you, or for your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here. Well, my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce Wayne, we found no evidence of forced entry, and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. Because there's so many people here. It seemed entirely possible, then, that the killer is in this room. What? No. Seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Reading all of it since this is our last one. The Last Dance. Okay. Miss Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first? It doesn't mean that I'm going to read everything right, though. I suppose so. The interview. You're joining me in here, Mr. Bruce? I'm sure this won't take long. Needs to search my person. I like that I said that and then I didn't read the searching for. But, okay. As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. You've also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through your activities since your arrival. Maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7, and she greeted us at the door. Told me that you refused to give her your coat. She found that rather peculiar. I prefer to keep my possessions with me. I have a few things in my coat that I wanted to keep close to hand, my wallet, keys, and such. Suppose that is reasonable. Let's move on. You're on, you had a conversation with your mother Gloria in the parlor. Mother said she attempted to bring up the topic of your sister, but you were unwilling to talk about her. Let's say you wanted to see it herself. Didn't observe my sister's condition for myself. Didn't trust my mother would tell me the whole story. Suppose that is understandable. Let's see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. By the way, for the conversation about your sister's health, if you say the second one, he's gonna like start seeing you as this cold, callous person. So don't go with that one. Dad has always had a temper. While there's a very short fuse, many of our conversations go that way. So he has a violent temper. Absolutely. I see, that's good to know. Discuss the prospect if you're moving back to Dunshill. If you do so under any circumstances I understand, I couldn't bear another day living with my family. Of course, I hate every moment that I lived in this house. See, do you hate your family, Mr. Bruce? It's not what I said. Right. I don't know if that's the right pick there, but... I said I wanted to see her. You know what? Nobody can confirm that I did or didn't. Yes, I went to her room to see her. See, what did you discuss with her? Nothing at all. She insulted me and left. This is brief. This is most conversations I've had with my sister. She called me a rat and not wanting to be insulted further, I soon left the room. Did that make you angry? To be honest, I was used to it from her. That might make us look a little suspicious. But we've already said that we wanted to see her condition, so I lied and said we saw her. I might mess that up. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. Trouble involving the butler, I gather. Apparently you were offended by his behavior. Servants really ought to know their place. I think I picked that one in the run that went really, really bad for me. And he said I was cold-hearted. I'm gonna say I had a little bit too much drink. I wish I hadn't said anything, actually. I've just been enjoying a wine a bit too much, perhaps. I see that is understandable. Gather that your father lost his temper at one point. That was his temper. It was nothing out of the ordinary. Father often loses his temper at dinner. Father loses his temper no matter where he is. I see. I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you? Now, last time on this, I messed up and accidentally lied. So, let's tell the truth, although you can lie and get away with it. We were in the storage room. I was in the storage room next door. That's right, George did mention to me that you were in there with him. I said earlier, we've completed our initial search of the property. Found this leather toss while searching your sister's room. Do you know who it belongs to? Yes, it belonged to my father. Interesting. That it should be kept in your sister's room. Was your father ever violent towards your sister? Let's just say he was never one to spare the strap. I see. I'm curious about the murder weapon. Sister was beaten to death with a billiards cue which belonged to your father. It's all very interesting. I'll be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behavior this evening has been peculiar, I can find no cause for any significant suspicion. However, the evidence against your father seems very compelling indeed. Given the weapon that was used, obviously suicide is not a realistic possibility. As for what happens next, you can go for now, but I'd appreciate it if you did not leave town. Okay, in the run where I messed up really bad, Dad and I both got arrested, and I still made it out because my evidence was so good. I may have more questions for you later. I'll be arresting your father shortly. So yay! We got Dad arrested. Though the inspector harbored his own suspicions about you, your father was treated as the prime suspect in the case. The evidence you had planted against him led to a trial and a swift conviction. In prison, your elderly father's health deteriorated quickly. There's a typo there. And he died within a year. Your grief-stricken mother died soon after. Dunshill House was yours, along with the fortune that came with it. However, George and Sophia found themselves unable to continue serving in the place after what had happened. As you spent many long, sleepless nights wandering through the rooms of the house, you found that its emptiness was reflected within yourself. You'd become hollow inside, free of everything but the nightmares that continued to haunt you. Alright guys, that's how you frame your dad for murder, or at least one way to do it. I think there's probably others, but that's the one that I figured out. Sorry, big yawn. So that's gonna be it for the deed, unless you guys want me to try to figure out other methods of murder, like the rat poison, which is obviously in our cakes, but... yeah. I lost my sentence there. Anyways, I'm cheap. The game's Deed. It's pretty cheap. It's fun to play. A lot of options and stuff like that. You guys might figure out other ways of pulling it off than I did. So give it a go if you like this. See ya.